Welcome to the English Language Podcast with your hosts, Sophie and Daniel.
Hello, and welcome to the English Language Podcast. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Daniel. Today we're talking about how to describe your day in the past using simple past tense English.
If you're A1 or A2 level, this episode is made for you. We'll keep it clear, friendly, and practical. No pressure to follow along out loud. Just listen and enjoy the flow.
So the big idea is this. When we talk about things that are finished, we use the past. Yesterday, last night, last weekend, this morning, if it has already finished. Easy idea, and it makes conversation natural.
Let's warm up with the verb to be in the past. Today I am happy, but yesterday I was happy. Today we are busy, but last night we were busy. Was for I, he, she, and it. Were for you, we, and they.
Exactly. You can hear it in simple sentences. I was at home. She was tired. We were at the park. They were late. These tiny words make your story sound complete.
Now for action verbs. Many verbs use ed in the past. Walk becomes walked. Cook becomes cooked. Watch becomes watched. Play becomes played. So a simple diary line might sound like this. Yesterday, I walked to the station. I watched a show. And I cooked dinner.
But English also has irregular verbs. These change completely. Go becomes went. Have becomes had. Eat becomes ate. Drink becomes drank. See becomes saw. Take becomes took. Come becomes came. Buy becomes bought. Make becomes made. Read becomes read, which sounds like the color red. A little strange, but very common.
Let's put it into a real conversation so you can hear the rhythm. Daniel, how was your morning?
It was really good. I woke up early, had some coffee, and read a few pages of my book. After that, I went for a short walk. Fresh air always helps me think.
Nice mix of verbs there. Woke up, had, read, went. Some irregular, some regular. My morning was quiet too. I made tea, answered a couple of messages, and then went to a bakery near my flat. I bought some fresh bread and came home before the rain.
That sounds perfect. This is what real conversation sounds like in the past. A few short sentences, simple time words, and a mix of regular and irregular verbs.
Let's stretch it to a full day. Daniel, tell us about a busy day. Maybe yesterday.
Yesterday was busy but good. I woke up at 7 and had breakfast, just toast and eggs. I took the bus to work and worked through the morning. At lunchtime, I met a friend, and we had sandwiches in the park because the weather was warm. In the afternoon, I wrote some emails and made a plan for next week. When I finished work, I went to the gym and did a quick workout. In the evening, I cooked pasta, watched a funny movie, and went to bed early. Simple day, but I felt great.
Clear and natural. Notice how time words help. Yesterday, at lunchtime, in the afternoon, in the evening. These little signposts guide the listener and make your story easy to follow.
Exactly. And the verbs carry the action woke up, had, took, worked, met, wrote, made, went, did, cooked, watched, went. The pattern repeats and becomes comfortable.
Let me try last weekend. Last weekend was relaxing. On Saturday, I met a friend for coffee and we talked for a while. We walked along the river and looked at the boats. After that, I went to a bookshop and bought a new novel. On Sunday, I stayed at home, cleaned the kitchen, cooked lunch, and watched a documentary. In the evening, I called my family and we chatted online. Very simple, very calm, and very satisfying.
That's a great template. If someone asks how your weekend was, you can follow that structure. Start with a feeling, say where you went, or if you stayed home, add one or two activities, and finish with a small detail.
Let's also touch places because to be in the past is useful for locations. I was at the supermarket yesterday. She was at the cinema last night. We were in the city on Saturday. They were at home all afternoon. These little lines give context without long explanations.
And for questions about actions in the past, English usually uses did. What did you do last night? Did you go out? Did you watch anything? The verb after did stays in the base form. So we say did you watch, not did you watched.
Yes, that small point helps a lot. Did plus base verb in the question, and a simple past verb in the answer. Did you watch a movie? Yes, I watched a comedy. Did you cook dinner? No, I ordered pizza. Did you go to the gym? Yes, I went after work.
Speaking of pizza, food verbs are very common in daily stories. Drink becomes drank, make becomes made, buy becomes bought. So a tidy food line might be, I ate soup at lunch, I drank tea in the afternoon, and I made pasta in the evening. If you prefer takeaways, I bought sushi and ate it at home.
Travel verbs are common too. Go becomes went. Take becomes took. Come becomes came. A simple travel line might be, I went to the city, took the train, and came back late. Add a little detail, and it sounds complete. I went to the city, took the train, saw a street performance, and came back late.
Let's build a small story with travel and food. Last Saturday, I went to the park with my cousin. We played football for about an hour and then sat by the lake. I saw a family having a picnic and it looked lovely. Later, we bought ice creams and walked through the market. In the evening, I made dinner at home, watched a comedy, laughed a lot, and went to bed early. That story uses both regular and irregular verbs without sounding heavy.
Time expressions make everything smoother. Yesterday, last night, last weekend, last week. This morning, 2 days ago. On Saturday. You can place them at the beginning or end of the sentence. Yesterday, I went to the gym, or I went to the gym yesterday. Both are natural.
Let's try a simple workday. Today I am at work, but yesterday I was at home. That shows was and were. Now add actions. Yesterday I worked from my kitchen table, wrote a report, and made a short presentation. After lunch, I took a break and listened to music. In the evening, I met a friend and we talked about a trip. Finally, I came home, cooked something simple, watched a short video, and slept early.
That sounds realistic. Also, if you need one line about feeling, try this pattern. I was tired in the evening, or I was excited after the match. The verb feel is useful too. I felt relaxed after my walk. I felt nervous before my presentation. These small feeling lines make your story human.
Good point. And here's a tiny reminder about read because it confuses everyone. Today I read a book, which sounds like read. Yesterday I read a book which sounds like read. Same spelling, different sound in the past.
Before we wrap up, let's model 2 short, ready-to-use daily summaries. I'll give the first one with a relaxed home day. Yesterday was quiet. I stayed at home in the morning, cleaned the kitchen, and cooked lunch. In the afternoon, I read my new book and listened to some music. In the evening, I watched a film and called my family. I felt calm and happy.
And here's one with a busy day outside. Yesterday was busy. I went to the city and met a friend for coffee. We walked through the shops and I bought a jacket. After that, I took the bus to the sports center and did a quick workout. In the evening, I made soup, watched a documentary, and went to bed early. I slept well and woke up fresh.
Those 2 examples cover most of the grammar you need at this level. Was and were for states and places. Regular verbs with ed for many actions. Irregular verbs for the common exceptions. Time expressions to organize the day. Short sentences that stack together like building blocks.
And the more stories you hear, the more natural it feels. Keep it simple, Choose a few details and let the verbs do the work. If you forget a perfect word, use an easy one and keep going. Communication first, perfection later.
That's a great mindset. All right, that's our episode on talking about your day in the past. We hope this helped you understand the pattern and the sound of everyday past tense English.
If you enjoyed this, subscribe and share the English Language Podcast with someone who's learning. New episodes are coming, and we can't wait to help you grow step by step.
Thanks for listening. Keep smiling, keep practicing in your own time, and keep speaking English when you can.
See you next time.
Bye!